Hi there. In this screencast, we'll take a look at how we can link tasks in Projector. So if I click on my activities menu item, I'll get the activities screen. And you see I have all of the activities that are required for renovating a bathroom. So it's the new project that I created, and I've added all of these activities, and you'll notice that we have nice work breakdown structure codes. So for example, these items are tasks. They have no children. They have no parents. And then here's a activity that has a task. So it's the activity is 1.5, the task is 1.5.1. So tasks are items that have no children. They only have parents. So if I scroll down, you'll see for my appliances, I have an activity called appliances and then 4 children items. So these are the tasks that belong to the activity appliances. So if I jump over to planning, I'll click on planning here, and we'll see our Gantt chart, how it looks so far. So presently, this project I have set to begin on July 6th, I believe, the first Monday in July. But you'll notice that the actual project presently starts today, which is incorrect. So what we have to do is add a duration to all of our tasks. We do not want to add a duration to the activities, by the way. So let me just go back to activities here. So again, with the appliances in mind, I'll scroll down to appliances here. If I click on the appliances activity, I should say, and I scroll down, you'll probably have this in columns if you're full screen, but you'll notice that I have no duration. So for any item, any activity item that is, that has children, I never add a duration. I want that duration to be dynamic to the tasks that are included in that activity. So you'll notice this is one of the tasks that's included in the appliances activity. If I click on that one, you'll see that I have a duration of, I have no duration for that one. So I'll add a duration for a new toilet. I'll say that takes half a day. So we can enter 0.25 for a quarter of a day. So if we have a 9-hour day, or sorry, an 8-hour day, that's 2 hours. Because it's always we have to express that duration in day. So I'm going to say the toilet takes 0.5, and I'll save that. So I should have a duration for all of these tasks. Below, now again, I don't have a duration here. I'll say the new sink is 0.5 as well. And new bathtub. So what will happen here is when we add the duration, I'll say that takes a day, its parent activity will effectively pick up the duration, or add up all of the durations of the child tasks. So you enter the planned duration, how long you think it will take to install these appliances. And that would be dependent on your experience with such a task, or you'll be asking your consultant how long that takes. Your consultant could be a work resource such as Carpenter. So if I go back over to planning and I scroll down to appliances, you'll see when I scroll over, you see each of these items has a little arrow. And you'll notice that the little arrow does not ever connect to a parent. The arrows only go from task to task. Again, a task is an item with no children. So you never link, this is called linking, tasks to activities. Again, an activity is an item that has children. A task is an item that has no children. So I'm going to go ahead and complete my linking here. So presently my my tasks are linked up. So I want to link my walls to my appliances. So I've got a bunch of wall tasks. So what I do, you can do this in your planning screen, your Gantt chart. Again, when you click on planning, you get the Gantt chart, or you can do it back in activities. I like to do it in my Gantt chart because I can see what's happening as I do it. So what I want to do in this situation is make new walls have a predecessor, which is new shower. I also want new walls to have a successor, which is new switches. So basically I can link this new walls to new shower and new switches in one screen. And then I'll move on to new switches. I'll make it have a predecessor of new walls, and I'll have new switches have a successor of new lighting. So let me just quickly show you the linking of two tasks, adding a predecessor and a successor to two tasks. So I'll click on new walls. I'll scroll down until I see successor. We won't worry about assignments quite yet, but we'll see that later on. So here's predecessor. So again, I'm on new walls here. I want new shower to be its predecessor. So I'll click on predecessor, and I'll choose, again, if you can't remember which you're linking it to, you can move this out of the way. So new walls will be new shower. So I'll find new shower, and that's its successor. Now notice we can have a delay, so if it's going to take a bit of time to put the walls in after the new shower, maybe we have to wait for the caulking to dry or something like that, we can put half a day of a delay or something like that, or 0.25 of a day, or 3 days. It's always expressed in days, never hours. So I'll just make a delay of 1 day so we can see what that looks like. Now we have a variety of different linking types for our purposes in our projects. Just to keep things simple, all of our tasks begin when the previous task ends. So previous task ends, the new task begins. So we have a couple of different types. Generally, depending on how many people you have working on a project, generally you have to complete one task before you can begin the next. Sometimes tasks begin at the same time, sometimes they end at the same time. They're esoteric though. We do have those abilities, but we'll always use end start. And then I'll choose OK. And now if I look at new walls, you'll see it popped in. Now you'll notice its parent looks like it takes an awful long time. So this is the walls parent. You see it takes from today, July 9th, or June 9th I should say, all the way up until this task ends, which is August 7th. So the walls don't really take that long, and you'll see once we link all of these tasks that this parent will be resized to only encompass the tasks that belong to it. So I'm going to quickly add I'll just add these additional 3 successors and predecessors. So new walls. So I'll choose new walls, and now I want to add a successor to new switches. So I'll scroll down here until I see new successor. Until I see successor, that is. Successor element. And again, the successor I want to add is new switches. There it is. And I'll just leave it as in to start, and I'll choose OK. So you'll notice that the link goes all the way back to the original date that we added this item. So if you want that task to actually go after the previous task, we said this one ends and then this one starts. Presently it doesn't look like that. It looks like this one ends and then this one starts way in the future, or in the past I should say. So in order to make that actually happen, that task happen after its predecessor, we use this little button here, Calculate Activities Planning. I click on that, leave that as all projects, there's no harm in that, and I choose OK. And now you'll notice that that task jumps after its predecessor. So I'm just going to add a successor to this one. Sorry, predecessor to this one. No, sorry, successor. I get the two things mixed up. And that should be new lighting. And OK. And I'll add a successor to new lighting, which is paint. And OK. And I'll add a successor to paint, which is new ceiling. And now when I click on Calculate Activities Planning and choose OK, I never change these parameters ever, you'll see that walls, that's the one we just linked up, that's the activity we just linked up, now encompasses those 4 tasks. The duration of walls is relative to the tasks below it. So we didn't add a duration to that. We did not link that activity. Instead, we linked the tasks below it, and now we have the duration for that particular activity. So that's linking all of your tasks. Again, remember to link only to the tasks that have no children. That's the only tasks you want to link. And now, once all of this thing is linked, then we'll have an idea, a good idea of how long our project will take. Again, we're in the planning stage, that's why we're using the planning Gantt chart. Then we have an idea of how long this project will take. And again, those are the two most important things that we want to find out about our projects as supervisors: how long the project will take, and then second most important is how much it'll cost. Those are generally your two constraints: time and money. All right, thanks so much for watching.